Hey everyone, it's Spicy Sushi. So over the past couple of streams, I decided to do about 200 Mavens. If you're a regular on the channel, you'll know this is my favorite boss in Path of Exile because of how straightforward it is, like Elder. And the margins were looking very nice. A moderator on the channel actually pointed out how incredible the margins are. Maven Writs were 0.75 exalts each, while Maven Orbs were 4 exalts each. And so I decided to stop doing Delve and just jump into some Maven killing. My build is not necessarily a boss killer, but it is, it is adequate for doing fast Mavens. It's an Arakali spider build with very high investment, and it was actually a lot of fun because of how AFK playing like a summoner type build is. I'll have my PUB down below. But yeah, so the writs were roughly 0.75 exalts each for about 150 total exalts investment. And the Maven Ore drop rate is 25%. Over the thousands of Mavens I've done, 25% has always been about what I've gotten. Does not matter what Awakener level I do. If you want to be safe, if you ever do Maven, just do it at 9. If you know, there have been a lot of data showing that there might be some correlation between Awakener level and drop rate, but there's also been an equal amount of data saying that there is not a correlation. So for me, I really don't care. I did these at like 8. I've done them at 0 before, and my drop rates just have not really changed. This time, though, I went 26 Mavens dry, actually. So just before we get into the profit breakdown, I do want to let you know, I killed 26 Mavens in a row without a single Maven orb. That is the driest I've ever been on Maven. I think last league or the league before, I went 23 Mavens dry, but yeah, so this beat my record by 3. But as we're going to see in the profit breakdown, it really did not actually have that significant of an effect on the profit that we got, because the margins are just so incredible right now. If you have a Maven Writ at 0.75 and a Maven Orb at 4 exalts, even if you get under drop rate by a significant amount, you should still profit. In addition to all the other loot that you're going to get. So the Doppelganger chest is about a 3% drop rate, which is actually over an Exalt right now. I guess there's actually like builds playing in this league. I've never really seen that, but you know what? It's actually, if you do get 1 or 2, that is actually over 2 Exalts right there. And elevated sextants are very popular right now because of everyone doing Nemesis farming. There's a lot of Nemesis 4 farming that is going on. These players, they like to they enjoy highly optimizing their Nemesis sextant farming. They do a lot, they buy a lot of watchstones, they invest incredible amounts of money into their maps for massive return. And so, elevated sextants are worth a lot. They're about 7 for 2 exalts right now. And so those are the 3 main things that you're going to look for from Maven: the orb, the elevated sextant, which is a roughly 40 to 50% drop rate, the doppelganger chest at a 3%, and like we said, the orb at 25%. Now, Maven actually drops unique watchstones as well, but we did not account for those since it is very RNG if you're going to get a very good one worth selling. I made a little over 10 exalts off of them, but we won't be including that. But if you do a lot of Mavens, you should expect to get some good ones, since there's only 4 regions now on the Atlas, and you get a lot of Valdo's Watchstones, and if any of those have like increased quantity of items, or Divine Orbs drop in stacks, Chaos Orbs drop in stacks, rarity of items found, a lot of people are MFing in Valdo, so that's a lot of money. And then when you get Glenack Watchstones, if you get like quantity, effective modifiers, all that good stuff, that can be worth something as well. And especially if you get beyond and more rare monsters, pack size, stuff like that. So on average, if you do a large number of Mavens, not accounting for Watchstones or anything else, but none of the other uniques at all, which are pretty worthless at this point, you should get an estimated 60-ish Chaos profit per Maven, not including possible good Watchstones, like I said. So let's go ahead and jump into the loot breakdown and spreadsheet and all that good stuff. Hey everyone, so this is just a breakdown of the loot. This was recorded on stream, but this is, I have since used the elevated sextant, so this is just like, a recording of what we got. 104 elevated and 45 Maven Orbs, 4 Doppelgangers, and quite a few Watchstones, which like I said, are not going to be included. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the spreadsheet. So, our investment was 200 Maven Writs for 150 Exalts. Our return was 45 Maven Orbs And keep in mind, like I said, I had 26 Mavens dry, and so our drop rate on those was only 22.5%, which is significantly, not like significantly, but it is much less than 25% in the long run when you're doing a lot of Mavens. Our elevated sextant rate was pretty much average at 52, a little bit above average, I'd say, and we got a 2% drop rate on doubles. Now, if we look at our profit here, it was about 64.84 exalts profit for about 4.6 exalts per hour. Now, this is actually not bad in my opinion, considering that we got unlucky. So I decided to adjust the profit if I had actually gotten drop rate, and we would have made about 84 exalts profit, and not accounting for anything else, if we had just gotten the basic 25% drop rate on the Maven Orb. Now, last league, I got a 28% drop rate over 500, which resulted in like 300 something exalts profit. And so if you get lucky, obviously you're going to get a lot of money compared to this. But 6.06 exalts per hour profit for such a straightforward fight and such an easy item to sell. These sell very easily and they're going up in price. So I'm actually just going to like sit on them for a long time and wait for them to go up. But if they do, I think they might go up to 4.5 or 5x as time goes on. And so I'm just going to sit on them and, take my return on investment there. If you notice, I did not include the Veil actually because Forbidden Right totems were the main users of that Veil, and that's why they were so much money. But this league, that build was nerfed because they adjusted how totem life scales. And so the Veil was much less profit. And so I did not include that. Basically, every unique was absolutely worthless except for these three items. The Doppelganger was the only unique. But yeah, so even with such a massive dry streak of 26 Mavens in a row, we still ended up with 64.84 Exalts profit. Like I said, I did get about 10 Exalts already from the Watchstones, and I think I'm going to get about 20 Exalts total. So that was so it's actually quite impressive, honestly. I think Maven's really chill for me, and so I don't mind doing that at all. But anyway, in the next video, I am going to roll these 104 elevated sextants and show you, maybe try to hit some Nemesis 4, and so that video will be out soon. And just as an outro to the video, I would like to say thank you so much to the patrons who have decided to support me over on my Patreon page, which is in the description. You guys are what make it possible for me to be full-time currently. Becoming a patron is one of the best ways to support my content, and if you are a tier 2 plus patron, you will gain access to all of my harvest spreadsheets and tools, which I update around 2 times per month. I will be doing a Mirror from Harvest challenge very soon on Twitch, and highlights will be on YouTube. And so if you would like to follow along with the bases that I will be using for my own challenge, all of the information that I have is in those tools. So anyway, thank you guys so much for your support, and I will see you in the next one.